Welcome to the weekly Forex forecast. This is Ambafx right there. So the first thing we want to look at is how the fundamental play out last week, and then how we relate it to what will likely to happen this particular week. So the most important one we saw last week is the Canadian rate statement, which came out dovish. So they proposed 75 basis points rate hike, and then they drop 50 basis point rate hike, which make Canadian dollar sell off last week. That is on Wednesday. So later that week, we now saw the bounce off from the bottom. Then we now saw a very strong Canadian dollar when they released their GDP, which came out better than expected of 0.1. So BOJ, they want to release their monetary statement, but it's tentative, which means that they what we call they postponed it. So, and then on Tuesday to that's okay. On Monday we have the pounds manufacturing PMI, which came out that is lower than expected. But this doesn't have much impact on the currency pair because they just changed their prime minister from this trust to the new guy right here, and then they have reversed the tax cuts, which bring GBP to the lowest in last couple of weeks. So the next let's see what will happen this week. That is from 31st of October to that is 4th of November. It's a very busy week in the financial market because we have the AUD cash rate statement, the crucial one, the FOMC statement. This one is going to be powerful. So it will determine, this one will determine where USD is going. Maybe it's going to be weak throughout November and December, or is going to be strong. Then on Thursday we have the monetary policy, that is the official bank rate. So they propose 75 basis points of the GBP, that is the Bank Offer of England. Then on that Thursday we have the ISM manufacturing PMI. So on Friday we have the biggest news in the month, which is the Canadian employment rate and the unemployment rate. Then the non-farm payroll. So this one, the analysis says the non-farm payroll will slow down from 263 to 200k. Then the unemployment rate will boost to 3.6% from 3.5%. So if this comes out as expected, then we'll see a weaker dollar, no doubt about that. But it all depends on what they release on the FOMC statement. They might come dovish and they might come okay. So they will have their individual reason for coming dovish or coming okay. So if they really want to control the inflation, so I think they need to be okay. But at some point they will consider some factors too. So they might be dovish. They might do like the Canadian dollar, which propose 75 basis points and release 50 basis points. So it will not be a thing of surprise if you saw their release result of 3.75 percent, and that will bring dollar to the lowest if that happens. So let's see what's going to happen this week. So we don't see a potential opportunity in the market this week too. So we just have to fold your arms and trade what is safe to trade and what your analysis tells you to trade. So I think the best bet for this week is the JPY, because JPY is very weak. So you can combine some of the stronger pairs with JPY and trade it. I think that is what will bring a profitable trade this week. But apart from JPY, all of this we still have to find their bearings, and then before we see a, let's say, a very good opportunity in the market, it might be like next 2 weeks, and then so maybe the mid of November, then we'll start seeing opportunity coming to the market, which we'll use to make money. But for now, just watch what all these news are going to do or what they are going to release, and then let's relate it to how we are going to take our position, especially the Fed statement, that is the Federal Reserve statement. So let's see what they are going to release on Wednesday. We might not see a very big move on the USD before that particular date, so we might see it um, after Wednesday. We might see a potential move on Wednesday, Thursday. Then on Friday too, don't sleep on the NFP, because if you snooze, you lose. So the first one we want to look at, let's look at the DSY. The DSY is a major indicator for USD strength or what, or weakness. So this one still sounds like it looks like it's a retracement, because it did not break below this particular consolidation right here. So we saw it clears out liquidity at this particular area. We saw a liquidity clear, let's say it clear out, then it went back in. This might be an indicator for what to move up very sharply. So as you can see, we are still in an uptrend. That's just a retracement at that particular area. So if we put on our trend line, then you can see that we are still in an uptrend. It bounced off this particular trend line, and we have a fake breakout of this particular support level. Then it's what it respected it. So we might see a move to the upside in the coming week. So if the Federal Reserve go dovish, then we'll see a break of this particular trend line. Then we'll start seeing a down movement on the SY. So the first one, let's look at the first pair we want to analyze today. So the first pair is EVP USD, that is the pounds USD. I'm not going much on this because I didn't see much opportunity on this pair. So what I'm looking at is let's look at the 4-hour time frame. So my analysis for this pair is that if we see a retracement to this particular level, let's say we have a retracement to this level, then we'll see a move to the upside. So I'm looking for a retracement at this level, because if you check this level on the 4-hour time frame, is at the 4-hour time frame was a resistance level. As you can see, it went to go. So we might see a decline at that particular area, move to this level, then we'll see a move to 1.183. That's almost 300 pips move. That's what I'm looking at right there at that particular area. So if I didn't see any retracement, I might not even enter this particular pair. And then for this to occur, we might see the movement on Monday, Tuesday, before the FOMC speech on Wednesday. So let's see how it goes right there, and I've marked all those levels. So if you see a breakout of this trend line, that means that okay, we are not more bullish again, so we are now on bearish. But if you see a break of this trend line, then we are going to the downside. So let's see how it goes right there. The next one is a Euro USD. So on Euro USD too, if we use, okay, let's clear this drawing and let's use the weekly time frame. So we saw a series of higher high and a series of lower high and then lower lows. This lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Then you can see lower high here, then another lower low here, lower high here, then a lower low. Then this go for a lower high. So we might see a movement to the downside at that particular area, but it depends on two things. So the first thing is the Federal Reserve, what they propose. Maybe they are going for 75 basis points rate hike, or 50 basis points resistance level at that particular area. If you want to check it, we'll break out this particular level, this level here. see this level here, then we break out, then we come forward for a retest. Then I think this should be the next what this should be the next movement at that at that particular area. So let's go to the daily time frame. So this is what we can see on daily time frame. Let's use the trend line to check something right there. As you can see, using the trend line, there is a break of this particular trend line to the upside, which form what we call a double bottom at this area. Then coming from all these the lower high and lower low, we didn't see much of a double bottom at that area until this particular area. So where this place we want to see a double bottom is not actually a double bottom. We just saw something like this, then it declined. It's different from when we see something like this. You understand? So, and we have the neckline at this particular area. So there are two things involved in this particular pair. So the first one is let's delete this one. So the first one is let's say we have, if we go to the 4 hour time frame, let's go to the 4 hour time frame. So if you see a break of this particular area, let's say we see a break, what a break to this particular area, so there is a higher probability we see a break of this particular trend line to what, to the downside. So you understand? But if we see a rejection at this particular area, then there is a higher probability we'll see a move to the next, what, to the next resistance right there, which is at this particular area. The one I can see vividly is at this area. So it depends on what transpire with this particular area. As you can see, we have a lot of level at that area. So if you see the move to the upside, then we can see a move to 1.03367, or if you see a sharp decline, then there is a high probability we'll see a break of this particular trend line to the downside. That is what I can see on Euro USD for now. So checking out the AUD USD. AUD USD must be very careful because we have the monetary policy on the on AUD. So on that is on Tuesday. So we have the rate statement, so which they propose 25 basis point. So on Tuesday, you might enter your trade after the news. So let me check the time. The time says the 3:30. Okay, 3:30 a.m. This 3:30 a.m. is Nigerian time. So let's say it goes right there. But my analysis here is that we might see a move to this particular area. So we might see a move to this area because if you check this area very well, we have a lot of support level at this area. This is a support level, then a support level at this particular area. So which means that let's delete this. if we zoom it closer, you will see that there is a particular demand level at that particular area. So let's zoom it closer so that you can see it. So I'm looking for a rejection at this demand level to the upside. So when you see a rejection to the upside right there, so we might see a rejection at this area to this particular area, because we have a level of demand at that area. So using the trend line, we might see a rejection at this area. So it depends on the outcome of that news. Then we might see a rejection at this area, maybe on Wednesday when they drop their interest rates results. So coming to this week, this is my first opportunity. I'm looking to long at this particular area, maybe for 50 pips or what, or 100 pips. Then I'll take my profit at this particular level. Mind you, if it goes below this area, if it goes below that 0.63609, the market price is 6413 that is 50 pips stop loss. So you got to accept 50 pips stop loss before you move in, because one of the reasons I want to go long from there when the market open is because at this particular demand level we saw a doji candlestick, which means that reversal might come in at this particular area. Then we might see the upside movement. So this should be 50 pips, 50 pips stop loss. So this is how it should go. You should see an entry at this particular area, then you can take your profit at this side. Then your stop loss should be at this side. That is a 2.42 risk to reward ratio. So that is what I'm looking at on AUD USD. So the next one is AUD Swiss franc. So here we saw that this particular supply level respected at this area, then we saw rejection. Then using this trend line to we saw that okay, we have a bounce of the trend line, and then it breaking back to the trend line, then it will test back at that particular trend line, then we have a decline, then we have another retest back to the trend line, then we have a sharp decline to the downside, then we now have a retrace to that particular trend line. So it means that this particular trend line is a very strong resistance level, and then we saw a what we call the supply level at this area, then we have a rejection at that particular area. So we can see a move to this particular area in this week, in this coming week. So let's see how it happens there. So if we see a breakout of this particular trend line, then I'm not trading AUD Swiss franc again, then I will leave it on trade, then I'll move to any other opportunity I see. But if we still under this particular trend line and under this particular resistance level, so any opportunity I see, I will go to the downside. I will sell on any opportunity I see right there. So that's my analysis on AUD Swiss franc. So the next one is AUD Canadian dollar. So AUD Canadian dollar, if we check the monthly time frame, you can see that our targets still remain. There is a typographical here. So our target still remains 0.84945. So here we are still in a bearish movement. So as you can see, we have a rejection at this particular resistance level. So going to this to the daily time frame, it tells us that we have a fake breakout at this particular area. It clears out liquidity, or it clears out stop loss at that particular area, at this area. Then as you can see, you have a liquidity gap at this area, then it comes and fall back in. So my analysis remain bearish towards to this particular area. So any move I see above this particular area, then I'm not selling again. So if I see a move above 88137, then it means that I'm not going to short this particular pair again. So I'm looking for a sharp decline to this particular area, clearing out this particular support level, and then hitting the target at 84945. Because if you use trend line also, you see that it rejected at that particular trend line. So let's use as you can see, we have a respect here, a decline, it respect the trend line, a decline, then we have a fake breakout there, then it come back in, then we have a very rejection, a very big rejection at this particular trend line. So my position still remain bearish. Then our target is 0.84945. So the next one is Canadian dollar JPY. So one of the best opportunities for us to trade this week is the JPY, because it is very weak, and then most of their intervention fails. Like most of the Japanese intervention, it comes out failed. So yeah, this is what we are looking at this particular area. If you see this area, you know that this area is a very strong area of what this a resistance level. Then we have a breakout of that particular resistance, then it breaks in back, then we have a breakout of it, then we have a breaking. So here it creates a lot of weak rejection candle. If you can see it, we have a lot of weak rejection candle, which tells us that there are so much potential buyers at this particular area. And as you can see, we have a hammer candle close, then we have a bullish candle that closes uh, above this particular hammer candle, which tells us that we are in a bullish movement. If you see this area too, we have an area of supply at this particular area, which we have breakout of. So we break out of this supply level, then we have a retest. Then I think from here, any opportunity we'll see at this particular area is an opportunity for us. Any retracement we see is an opportunity for us to look for a bullish setup to 1.112.110 resistance level. That's our target right there. So if you see a breakout of this particular level, then we see a move to 112, 110 area. So this is one of my best opportunity in the market next week. That is the JPY PS. So looking for a breakout of this area, then we'll move to, let's use the 4-hour time frame. So any opportunity, we might see something like this. Something like this might occur, so don't be surprised. We might see something like this. It will create a lot of noise, then you can see a breakout of that particular area. So don't be freaked out. So any breakout we see will give us opportunity to move to the next target of 112.110. So the next pair we want to check is GBP JPY. As you all know that the pounds is strong right now too. So let's use the trend line at this particular area. So let's use the higher time frame. the weekly time frame. So for now, I don't think we'll be trading GPP JPY because we have a very strong high momentum candlestick to the downside, and we are approaching the supply level already. So let's just chill at this area because we might see what a you might see a move to the downside at this particular area. We don't know what will come out to play in the BOE, that is the Bank of England. So let's check another pair. Let's check SMD JPY. So SMD JPY too, we can see a bullish momentum coming in at this particular area. If you check this level, you know that we have break through this particular level, then we have retest it. So the next level we are looking at is 93,456. So if you use the weekly time frame, yeah, you can see that we have a bounce of this particular demand level right here, which might take us to 93, which might take us to 93456. So if you use let's use the daily time frame, okay, 4 hours time frame to check our entry. So we might see a move to this particular level, but you just have to be careful not to cut up in a range. So this is not a very clear signal, but we might see a move to this particular area, then a move to 93456. Just watch out for the levels. USD JPY, I don't think we have much to say on that. It depends on what Fed released, then that's when we'll go for the USD pairs. So let's just but this still indicates to us that we are still in a bullish, or we are still in a bullish momentum. We are still to the upside. So here, checking the monthly time frame, let's check where the target will be. So target might be somewhere around here. Then let's use the daily time frame. Let's go to the hourly time frame. You have seen a break of this level, so which means that any retracement you see here, that is any retracement you see here, maybe we have a retracement here, will be an opportunity for you to look forward, to look for a bearish a bullish setup to 154042. But you have to just be very careful. It might create a double bottom at this area, then move to 15400, because we have this particular area. This is 1 hour time frame. So if you now see a break of all this level, let's use the trend line at that level right there. As you can see, so if you see a breakout of this particular trend line to the downside, then we'll be leaving USD JPY. We'll go for another potential opportunity. So let's check out the other pair, which is AED-JPY. AED-JPY does not give a very clear direction, so I don't think we'll be trading. I dropped it in premium on Thursday, so we don't see a very clear direction there, but my bias still remain to the upside due to the Japanese yen weakness, and then we might see a move at this particular area, a move to the upside at that particular area. So that's what I'm looking at, though there is no much volatility there, but this is what I'm still looking at. If we have not break below this particular trend line, it means that it's still what is still valid. So we just need to, that is any so if we see a break of this particular trend, and then we should move to the next resistance level. So this should be the first take profit right there. So this should be the first take profit. Then I'll find the next resistance level and put the second take profit right there. But the first take profit should be more than 100 pips. Let's check it out. From 9453 to now, yeah, it's almost 90 to 100 pips. So the next one I want to check is the Euro Canadian dollar. Let's use the monthly time frame. As you can see, we have a rejection at this particular support level. So let's use the weekly time frame. Yeah, this is what I'm looking at on Euro Canadian dollar. You know that we have break this particular supply level. We are breaking of this particular supply level. So what I'm looking at is that if we use trend line at this area, so we might see a move to this area before we saw a sharp decline back to the downside. Hope you understand. So let's keep on looking at this area. Then if we see a breakout of this area, then we are not trading. So we are putting the let's say sell limit at this particular area, and then it might tally with the area with the area of the next supply level. So if you see a move to this area, if you see what we call a rejection, then we should see a break of this particular low right there. So the next one is Canadian dollar Swiss franc. This one too, as you can see, we have the impulsive move right here and the retracement move. Let's use the path. This is the impulsive move, the retracement move, the impulsive move, the retracement move. We have the impulsive move now, then we now have the retracement move, which means that this particular support level should have turned to resistance. Then we'll have another impulsive move at that particular area. So we should have a very big impulsive move to the downside. So mind you, if you use another confirmation tool, we'll know that something like that might happen this particular week. So if you use trend line, as you can see, using trend line, it's let us to know that this place is a very strong resistance level. So this is a very good trade opportunity. This particular week is a very good trade opportunity, because if you see a breakout of this particular trend, it means that you are not trading again. It means that the trader has become what, become invalid. The trade has become invalidated. So that is what we are looking at this particular area, and the stop loss is not much. If you want to go short from this particular area, it means that you have to put your stop loss, let's say you can put your stop loss 60 pips below, above that particular area. Then you go for like 100 pips. That is you might go for 200 pips. You understand? So this is what we are looking at this particular area. We are looking at decline from this area to the downside. So on gold, gold has break that particular neckline we talked about the other time. That is this last 4 to 5 video we did analysis on gold, and then we are saying we are expecting gold to fall to 15 22. So here we are break through the neckline, then we might see what we call a retracement to this upside, then might still see a retracement to this particular area before we see a move to this particular area. But mind you, we are still coming here. So the next couple of weeks or days we might see retracement here, then we'll see a move to the downside. Then if we see a breakout of this area, that means that it has created a double bottom right there. Then it means that the bias has changed, because in trading you have to be flexible. You don't just need to be rigid by saying this trade must go your direction. You have to have two bias, and what happens if it goes this way? Just question yourself. So if you see a move to the upside, then it means that it has created what, it has created a double bottom at this area. It means that the market has changed direction. So the US oil, I dropped the video the other time. So we are now see that we are moving gradually to the upside. So I haven't deleted the what we call the analysis lines, and then the horizontal line, and then the trend line. So we started from here from 93, then now we are at what we call the 89. So there's something I want to check. Okay, let me check the channel. Okay, this is the channel. This is what we drop right there. So let me check the comments. So the comments say, sir, on Monday it may touch 88 zone. He's asking me what I think about it. Then I told him that okay, I'm really looking forward to that, but the best thing is to wait and get the clear direction before entry. Then I now asked him that okay, hope you didn't miss the pump. He said yes sir, thanks. So that means that he really bought from 83, and then he hit his first take profit at that particular level right there. So let's look at the analysis, because I dropped it on TradingView also. So this is a very big trade that we took last week, because market direction is not making sense for us. So we just go to commodity. Then I think okay, we started at 85, then it went to 83, then I bought from 83, then it what, the first take profit. You know, the first take profit I put this line at 89.30. As you can see the horizontal line. So let me click on loading new bar. As you can see, we hit the first take profit without hitting stop loss or anything, because our stop loss is at 82. So the trade does not come near 82 at all. So we hit the first take profit, but now and this is what we are looking at now. So if you see a breakout of this particular area, if you see a breakout of this what we call the resistance level, then if we see a retest, then we are going to 93. Then if you see a breakout of this level too, we are going to 96. Then if you see a breakout of 96, then we are going to what, to 106. So this is how we'll be trading US oil for the next couple of weeks. So we are looking for the breakout of this particular 89, then to go to 93, then from 93 to 96, from 96 to 103. So for the next couple of weeks, this is what we'll be trading on US oil. So let's see how it goes right there. So if you are new to this channel, please click like, subscribe, and share to your loved one. A big thank you for everybody that has been doing that on a regular basis. So don't forget to use a very good risk management, and don't forget that a potential trading opportunity is not around the market right now. So you have to trade very safe and use a very good risk and then a very good money management. So if you want to join our Telegram channel, the link is in the description box. Just click and join, and then if you want to chat with me, you can DM. If you join the Telegram, we have my username there. Just inbox me, and then we'll talk how to move your trading career forward. So thank you, and if you watch this video to this end, a very big congratulations, because you will know what to trade next week and what to avoid. Have a lovely trading week ahead.